realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear.
I want to be valuable. Like, I want to be valuable to humanity.
40 was cool, 30 was cool, like 50 was like, whoa, man, we need to jump out a helicopter or something.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like nah, 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 nah. For my top 10, top 10, nah, nah, nah. This one's for my top 10.
Need motivation?
Watch the Top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So get ready to conquer your fears, be valuable, and be uncomfortable with Will Smith and my take on his top 10 rules of success to give you the confidence, motivation, and belief that you need. Enjoy. Okay, let's kick it off with rule #1. Conquer your fears.
Skydiving is a really interesting confront with fear. I gotta stand up, I'm sorry, I gotta stand up. You go out the night before and you take a drink with your friends and somebody says, yeah, we should go skydiving tomorrow. And you go, yeah, we'll go skydiving tomorrow, yeah, and you go, yeah, and everybody goes, yeah. And you go home, you by yourself, you're like, Right? You're like, well, I mean, they was drunk too. So then that night you're laying in your bed and you just keep, and you're terrified. You keep imagining over and over again jumping out of an airplane and you can't figure out why you would do that. So you get there and then you have this safety brief and you're standing there and the guys will tell you, well, if the chute doesn't open, what's gonna happen is well, why the hell, what could happen? So you get onto the airplane and you're sitting there and you know, it's extra because you're sitting on some dude's lap, some stranger, trying to make small talk. Yeah, man. So you be jumping with people all the time, huh? So you fly and you go up to 14,000 feet and somebody opens the door. And in that moment, you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open. Terror, 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 terror. And then people start going out of the airplane. And the guy walks you up to the end of the thing and you're standing and your toes are on the edge and you're looking out down to death. They say on 3. 1. 2, and he pushes you on 2 because people grab on 3. And you fall out of the airplane, and in 1 second, you realize that it's the most blissful experience of your life. You're flying. There's zero fear. You realize that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear. The lesson for me was, why were you scared in your bed the night before? What do you need that fear for? Everything up to the stepping out, there's actually no reason to be scared. And then in that moment, all of a sudden, where you should be terrified is the most blissful experience of your life. And God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear.
Rule #2, be valuable.
I think my dreams over the past, couple of decades have been like, physical dreams. I wanted to accomplish things. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be the biggest movie star in the world.
You did it.
And so it was all success oriented. And I think now, if you look at it a way like going up the mountain, I was acquiring.
Right.
And I guess as I come down on the other side, now I want to give it away. Right. So sort of the dreams that I have is I want to be valuable. Like, I want to be valuable to humanity. I want to, I haven't totally found my calling as of yet, but I want my life to be of value to as many people and in as many ways as possible.
Rule number 3, be uncomfortable.
Nervous is great. It means you're outside your comfort zone, where growth happens.
Did you cut your hair? That looks nice, man.
Besides, you never really needed permission to take matters into your own hands.
That's Jaden on his brand new drum set.
Or dive headfirst into the unknown.
Jaden will officially be starring in my next movie with me.
Or being courageous enough to try something new. And persistent enough to stick to it for years even when it knocks you down. Or take challenges on way bigger than yourself.
This is our first bottle of Just Water.
You feel good about it?
Guys, this is amazing.
You've always had an interesting sense of self-expression. But you take jabs like a champ and deal them back with effortless class.
It's okay. True. I have a gut now, right? Be honest.
We never really understood your thing with bugs, though. Seeing you roll around on the ground was a lot cuter when you were a baby.
Better now that you're here. My dog.
You were nervous. Shoot, I was nervous. But we did the damn thing out there.
You know why you was an icon living?
Why?
You was born from an icon living.
Yeah.
Left around Magnia, icon living. Tequila, then we make some icon children. You was raised in an icon village. Work hard, then raise an icon ceiling.
Yeah.
One day I'ma hand you all the icon billing.
Yeah.
Bounce,
I'ma be an icon chillin', let's go!
Ese golazo, por eso con el éxito mi caso. No quiero que me hables de fracaso. Tú ponme lo que quieras que yo razo.
Rule number 4, use technology to your advantage.
When I started in entertainment, the lack of tech was a massive creative hindrance, right? It was, you could have an idea and it literally could take you a month before you could get the resources together to get the idea out of your mind onto something you could listen to. Okay. Right, with music. Okay. And with film, it was impossible. If you had images in your mind, you know, with a Super 8 camera to try to shoot something and then try to sync something, it was literally impossible. So 2 things happened with that. So with rap music, what happened was only the best of the best got through. Right? Okay. So 1986, the summer that me and Jeff released our first album, if I named all the rappers, you would know who they were because Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Heavy D, Eric B, Rakim, Public Enemy. It's like you couldn't get through. Yeah. So then what happens with technology, as soon as technology gets democratized, then everybody can do it. Mm-hmm. And now more things get out and there's a lesser quality to the things that make it to the world. So I would say technology is an absolute necessity to advance human imagination.
Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
I was excited about taking a shot. The fact that it was so strange. It takes such a desperate, obsessive focus to excel on the level that I want to make movies.
I've never seen myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is I'm willing to die in the process of acquiring skill.
Rule number 5, redefine love.
So I was thinking about love. I was thinking about how difficult it is for us to find and to maintain the love that we all yearn for. And it kind of dawned on me that I think a big part of the problem is that we misdefine love. It's possible that no other one subject has been more analyzed, talked about, and experienced by every single person on this planet than love.
and yet we really have no clue what it is. So me and Jada was reflecting about love. You cannot make a person happy. You can make a person smile, you can make a person feel good, you can make a person laugh, but whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. The thing that we call love, the thing that we're searching for and we're trying to create that we call love is actually not love. J. Krishnamurti talked about the concept of the desire pleasure paradigm, that we think about love in terms of desire and pleasure, meaning that if you meet my needs, then I love you. If you don't, then I don't. So that love becomes transactional. If you do what I want, if you meet my desire and give me pleasure, I love you. If you don't meet my desire and you don't give me pleasure, I don't love you. I think that the insatiable nature of desire, trying to get somebody to fill our cup, I think that leads to anger, and it leads to frustration, and ultimately it makes us break apart from people. My daughter Willow really taught me a hard lesson. I think the real paradigm for love is gardener-flower. So the relationship that a gardener has with a flower is the gardener wants the flower to be what the flower is designed to be, not what the gardener wants the flower to be. You want the flower to bloom and to blossom and to become what it wants to be. You want it to become what God designed it to be. You're not demanding that it become what you need it to be for your ego. Anything other than all of your gifts wide open, giving and nourishing this flower into their greatness is not love.
Rule number 6, accept your age.
I've never really thought about age and felt it that way, but like last year when I turned 50, it was like, it's a 5 in front of it. Like the 5, like 40 was cool, 30 was cool, like 50 was like, whoa, man, we need to jump out a helicopter or something. You know, it hit me a little bit, but the accepting being older, and even for Gemini Man, a lot of those things came up. And you're thinking about the previous life, and you think about the karma of the mistakes you've made, and what would you not do, you know, if you had known, and all of those things came up. But I've solved the problem. I am having an absolute ball with my life right now.
Rule number 7, remember to laugh.
For me, laughing is the elixir, you know, and that was another thing that my father taught me. He was joking all the way up to the end. Like laughing, you have to be able to laugh at everything. Yeah. And for me, the beautiful part is that's my natural color on the spectrum. I naturally go to comedy, you know, and when I'm looking at something, I'm always trying to find why that's funny.
Rule number 8, take small steps.
You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. Yeah. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall. Yeah. And I think psychologically, the advantage that gives me over a lot of people that I have been in competition with in different situations is it's difficult to take the first step when you look how big the task is. The task is never huge to me. It's always one brick.
Me too.
Rule number 9, make your own decisions.
I was making the decision when I graduated from high school between music and going to college. And my mother said, you'll never make anything of yourself if you don't go to college, right? And, you know, that was true for her.
Right.
It wasn't true for me, right? So I've learned, and with my kids, I got really humble, right? And not wanting to be on them as if I could possibly know the decisions that they need to make.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have fun.
I'm hooked up now. You see that? I got my, I'm rocking the damn sleeve out. That's what we do around here. That's hot. I'm ready. So what do we do? So I want to break some stuff in slow motion.
On a ballad.
Yeah. Ready?
Oh, that was like butter.
Huh? What y'all say? What y'all say? That one should look good because it's like I peeled his whole cap.
Maybe what we'll do too is I'll get this all stretched out real quick for you, so we can get it to you.
No, this will be my meme. This is gonna be my meme. Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay, ready when you are.
All right. Die, you dirty young me, trying to kill the old me.
Okay, fire extinguisher.
Now I have a special bonus clip from Will on how to continuously improve yourself that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching a video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1. What's one small step that you need to take today? Number 2, how would you redefine love? And number 3, how can you be more valuable to your customers? And if you made it this far in a video, I wanna celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe down in the comments as well.
I enjoy connecting with people and ideas, and I have a mission statement. So every year for probably the past 10 years, I've worked out a mission statement for myself. And for the last few years, the mission statement has stayed the same, and it's been improve lives, right? So when I go into something, I'm looking for how the quality of this piece could potentially improve lives. But it's all along the way. It's when you make the movie and how you're interacting with people in the process. And the concept of improving lives runs through the center of everything I do. And then I realized that the way to improve lives is to continually improve yourself, right? So with that, every morning when I get out of the bed, I haven't fixed everything in the world yet, so there's always something to do. And in this film, I read an interesting quote for the Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. He said that good people have to get out of the bed every day and try to empty the ocean with a ladle, right? And I thought that was, I knew that was profound, and I paused for a second, and I said, all right, what the hell is a ladle, right? Right, so then, I touched it on my iPad, it's ladle. Oh, it's like a big spoon, okay.
As we
it's
say,
like a soup spoon, yeah, it's like a soup spoon. I was like, why do you use a soup spoon? So try to empty the ocean with a soup spoon, as the mentality of how you wake up every day to try to do good in the world. So for me, I'm really driven by continually trying to elevate my mind and elevate my spirit and care for my body, and to be able to love as many people as effectively as possible with this mystery of life that I've been given.
If you want 10 more rules from Will Smith, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it.